very excited by the work, and it's really now, as I said, starting to get some traction, and hopefully we'll see this thing grow and flourish for many, many years to come.
I think this page is probably the most important page of the sponsorship opportunities. As Scott and I went around and met with, nearly 200 business owners, the constant question was, what can we do? What is there to contribute to? What are some ideas? So I think that's the key page really to kind of send people to if you're talking to people. And of course, we're always looking for new ideas. So if somebody comes to you with an idea of something new that they'd like to start, please send them our way. So
I wrote down Destination Imagination Fund. Start one of those.
Thank you.
So you want to go back to the last slide, right?
Oh, no, PowerPoint?
Yeah. Want to go back to your last slide?
Sure,
PowerPoint?
yep.
Yeah.
No, he can sign.
Mr. Sapia, did you have a question?
Yeah, do you, because I think it's coincidentally today, I got a telephone call saying, Jack, a customer came in, just signed a big contract with us, and you referred him to us. And what happened was that particular potential customer called me and said, what was that company that made the donation over at the high school? So my question is, do you have a tracking mechanism, some way that these companies that are gracious enough to do this understand the actual, I think this should be a full circle, is what I'm trying to say. So I'm just wondering if, does that make any sense to you?
Yeah, we've worked very closely with Mr. Stokinger
Okay.
to have all of that in place so that all of those pieces can happen immediately when.
It's just nice that they understand too. And,
Yes.
and, yeah.
And there's information on the website too, on the About Us page, about the tax exemption. All of those pieces are in there as well. While we were building the ship, we were working very closely with Mr. Stokinger every step of the way to make sure that we had all of those pieces in place. And again, Bill and I are here to talk about it, but there's so many people that are instrumental throughout the district that have helped us all along the way. It's been really, really great.
Could you clarify for me and for people who might be watching who may own businesses, briefly clarify the difference between a partnership and a sponsorship?
Yeah, partnership, really what we're looking, and the reason that we use the word partnership is that we're looking for ways to support that business as well. If we have some high school students maybe that are looking for internships or looking for job shadows, or maybe they are part of our school in terms of if we have, like Mr. Ward came in for Career Day to talk about those kinds of things. We have those kinds of events that are happening. As I said, and even the businesses themselves have said, we don't want to just write a check, we want to be involved, we want to be a partner in the school, in terms of, you could sponsor something if you like, if that's what you wanted to do. You want to sponsor the Strut for the Cure, you want to sponsor Run with the Savages, you want to do any one of those events, you can certainly do that. But we would also look for, is there any kind of partnership that we could have where, as I said, it's a 50-50. We're giving and taking each way. And that's really what that partnership it really means, which is, again, what Dr. Metzler had said, we don't want just your money thrown at us. We want to engage our community in what we do and how we do it, and vice versa. We want our kids, our students of all ages, to be involved in their communities, to know what community service is, to know what being a part of that is, to understand what that means.
Thank you.
You're
Very
welcome.
good. Anyone else?
Thank you for the question.
Mr.
Yes,
Bilo?
Bilo.
If people go down to Uno's tonight at 9:30 perhaps, can they still participate in having some of their, whatever they purchase?
Yes, 20% of their bill will go to the school of their choice, and the
Is that
last day for
tomorrow?
that is tomorrow, yes.
So
April
tonight counts,
17th.
okay.
Go tonight.
Tonight
Why
counts.
do you ask, Peter?
Because tonight's not
Just
Tonight's
curious.
not tomorrow.
I'm randomly curious.
Yeah, I know. There were questions.
Anybody else? Mr. Spiro?
You talked about internships.
Yes, that's the sort of the next thing that we really want to take a look at, because we have some internship pieces in place at the school through guidance, and also through special ed does some placements as well. So what we're looking at is, how do we sort of codify that, make that a program, because that's really something that has to sort of stand alone. And we need to take what we already have and build and grow that. There are some pieces that they're there already and they've been established for quite some time with job placement for some of our students, and we really need to grow that.
That's what I'm thinking, like summer
Yes.
jobs.
Yes.
Stuff like that for the seniors and juniors.
Exactly.
Thank you.
We were actually we're working with the Greater Haverhill Community Chamber of Commerce And that's one of the things that we were talking about is can we get a sort of a Merrimack Valley and Southern New Hampshire job fair going?
Exactly.
Not a career fair, but a job fair for summer. And we may look for that for 15, 16.
Great.
Super. Anybody else?
Great stuff.
Excellent.
Can I just want to take the opportunity. I know what we put you through in December and January. You know, I didn't need a smart sheet for this. Like, you had quite a schedule, up and down 125 and around. We gave them a sales territory, really, right? And they reported that out to Nancy, you know, who they spoke to, when they spoke to them, and we were following up. So, you know, that's, we're very proud. This is, you know, just getting this off the ground, and I think it's going to grow. And to Ms. Steenson's point, you know, I think it's going to grow beyond our boundaries. I think we're going to
I
get
hope
into
so.
Salem and Haverhill and those sorts of things. So, so thank you for all that you do. We appreciate it.
Thanks.
Thank you very,
Great
very
job.
much.
Thank you.
Yeah. All right.
Good job.